Welcome to Screen Talk with yours truly, Nomfanelo. I noticed this on Twitter earlier today, well, X actually, that apparently Universal Pictures is going to be adding a disclaimer to essentially inform you to not use their stuff to train AI. Otherwise, they'll threaten legal action. So let's look at this article here from the Hollywood Reporter. So they say Universal Pictures, a big tech, will sue you if you steal our movies for AI. The studio is getting more aggressive about protecting its films from companies pirating them. Says Universal Pictures is taking a new approach to combat mass theft of its movies to teach artificial intelligence systems. Starting in June with How to Train Your Dragon, the studio has attached a legal warning at the end credits of its films stating that their titles may not be used to train AI. It also appeared on Jurassic World Rebirth and The Bad Guys. Because I remember, yeah, I think it was a couple days ago, someone shared on X that they went to a screening and noticed in the end credits the disclaimer that they had on AI, which says here in the article, this motion picture is protected under the laws of the United States and other countries. The warning reads, unauthorized duplication, distribution, or exhibition may result in civil liability and criminal prosecution. Um, by Universal's thinking, the worldwide insertion of the language adds another layer of protection against the theft of its movies for data miming and AI training purposes, according to a person familiar with the situation. In some countries, the warning cites a 2019 European Union copyright law, largely opposed by major tech companies, that allows creators to opt out of having their material used in scientific research by explicitly reserving their rights. In an entertainment landscape where studios are fighting tooth and nail for a rapidly diminishing slice of viewers' attention, the rise of artificial intelligence represents a massive threat. It's not difficult to imagine a future in which some not insignificant portion of moviegoers forego watching traditional films in favor of watching mass produced content created with AI tools, which borrow heavily from studios' intellectual property. And then it just goes on in regards to AI and all that stuff. And the article does mention that Universal, they did launch a lawsuit with Disney against Midjourney for using their um, stuff to use for AI and all that stuff. Yeah, the article shows the image here. For example, yeah, like this is what Midjourney used when they used Shrek, and then of course this is from Universal with the images from the Shrek movie. So yeah, I think this is a good idea. Adding the legal disclaimer. Hopefully, it does become effective in the long run. We shall see what happens there because I do wonder if other studios will follow suit with this. I won't be surprised if other studios decide to do this for their stuff as well too. I did notice a few people on Twitter comments saying like, does this mean that Universal will essentially, I don't know if ban is the right word, but essentially refuse to use AI for that stuff. I think if that is a separate conversation, but most likely it'll be left to the filmmaker to decide whether to use AI or not is my guess. But yeah, in regards to this story, yeah, good for Universal for implementing this, and hopefully it does prevent these AI tech companies to not steal their stuff. But who knows? I think anything can happen at this point. So that pretty much wraps up this video. I want to know, what do you guys think about this? Do you think this will be effective in the long run, or do you think not? Let me know in the comments section. Also, too, if you want to support me, you can visit buymeacoffee.com/numphymalloy, where you could donate, but also to look at the posts. You could follow me there, all that stuff. And if you can check out my community tab on YouTube, where you could post there, as long as it's under community guidelines, of course. And if you want to follow me on social media, my links are in the description. I want to say thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to catch you on the next one.